Hello there everyone and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn's Revenge Imperial Civil War 2.2 preview playthrough as the Imperial Remnant. In the last episode we tried to narrow down a bit of Greater Maldrude's territory a little bit, but they took Findar from us after we took Farai Junction, Sereno, and Contrim. We went into Roche Asteroid Fields to connect some of our territory to some of Maldrude's around there, and we're kind of encircling Garros 4. So our plan for today is to continue with that. I would like to get some of these guys going a little bit further in. I'm going to move our ground army from Tackle's area, which we're going to keep building up. I'm going to get Angry Parents and Lollipop into Tackle's fleet there, as well as a couple escort carriers, the Tonfalks. Need to rename those to be properly reflective of what they are. But we're going to get these guys over to the Transitory Miss, and we're going to send you guys over here. And let's get ready to send in Metalorn. So we do know there is a pretty sizable Greater Maldrude fleet at Contrim. So it's kind of scary. That is not it though. Lost a Lancer for that, but I'll take it. So I do want to get some more knowledge about what's going on in this area of the galaxy, but we will take Metalorn. This is the Hypori ground map, actually. I don't know if this will allow, or the Hypori mission map. I don't know if this will allow AT-ATs, because they are quite large and the map is quite not. They have 5 slots here. I think it does. Yeah, it's interior, but it's not that bad. Okay, so you do have to go out to these sort of pod areas to land your forces. These doors are aligned with us, so that'll probably need to change. This will probably be the biggest source of little like inconsistencies that we need to fix going forward. Is some of the converted maps. I touched on it a little bit last episode, where especially for the mission ones, there tends to be stuff that's aligned with people that shouldn't be, or just like stray units that shouldn't be there. And it's very difficult to test all the maps as thoroughly as we'd like to, and figure out exactly what's going on. Because like we can find the issue and then think we fixed it, but then no one actually ends up finding the map again to test it. So that's the kind of thing that'll probably smooth out a little bit more over 2.3 as opposed to 2.2 necessarily. But for the most part, it should be fun. Like it's never anything that's game breaking, really. It's just stuff that might be a little bit weird. I'd like to be able to prevent like bombing runs and stuff on this map too. It seems like these guys are just there. Let's head up that way.
Yes, sir. Setting course. Yes, Commander.
You know what? Let's get these. Some more of these.
Ready for your orders, sir.
Everybody likes sensor nodes, right?
I copy. Cannons charged.
Hold on. This wall is an issue. I mean, since I can do it, I will do it, but
Commencing bombing run. Awaiting orders.
let's also get over onto that next landing platform over there.
Target locked.
There we go.
Reporting.
AT-AT, walk on in there.
Attack. Acknowledged. Fire.
Doesn't look like there's any forces around this one. There's a bunker there. There we go. Let's get Veers in here. Let's get you guys. Realistically, we don't need all these ground forces in this army, because like we're never gonna go through what 5 AT-ATs in a battle.
Destination set.
So I'll probably split those up into another ground army, so that we have a ground army with each of our fleets. That'll only be 3 total right now, but we'll build a 4th one afterwards because we have 4 fleets, and I kind of want that to be the state of our military when we go into the next war with the New Republic.
Fallout troops. Yes, Commander. Proceeding to target.
Alright, so let's get this bunker. There's only one troop in it, so it's not going to be that big a deal. Get you guys crouching in. And there we go. So hopefully there'll be a stream tonight. I'm basically cutting back my stream schedule for this week and next week just because we're getting ready for release. Because that is still planned for next Thursday. Which it's kind of scary and stressful and stuff because it's going to be a ton of work for the next week and a half or so. Or I guess at this point it'll be, when you guys see this, it'll be a week and a day. Because I am recording this on Monday night, but we're getting there. So far, I'm thinking we're gonna make it, unless something goes horribly wrong, which because now I've said that it will.
On the move. Awaiting orders.
Let's get you guys walking down there. Alright, well, let's get you over there. And do we have a TIE Mauler set? Yeah, let's
keep going. This way. Roger that. Form up. Fire.
We don't actually need you guys going down here. Let's get you guys going up that way.
Scouting area.
As you command. As you command.
Initiate sweep. I copy. Target acquired. We'll cover you. Report.
But how many structures do they have? So I think it was a 5-slot planet. They had shield, turbo lasers, 2 HV guns, and is there a barracks somewhere?
Reporting. Yes, sir. Heading out.
There we go.
Yes, Commander. As you wish, General.
Alright, so it's got to just be that bunker then.
Over there.
Can any of you actually get up there? Yes, you can.
Open fire. Engaging enemy.
Alright, I think that's it. Yeah, there we go. There's Metal Arm. I think we can probably turn the Maw installation into a space and ground planet with something like that. But I was going to wait to take Rivester, but just because they have so few forces there, and I'm fairly confident that's not where the giant fleet is, we'll do that right now.
Tactical battle imminent.
Yeah, see, that's just a quick... Oh my god. Auto-resolve, please.
Construction complete. I go.
Okay, so that's where most of their fleet is. At Findar. Well, let's take Rivester because it's only one slot that's built up. They clearly didn't keep most of their forces here. We can leave Antimeridius. And it's Denon. The map is Denon. Not the yogurt. I don't think a yogurt map would go over well in Empire at War.
Order acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, so another one of the things that we've been talking about internally for 2.2, which really just came up in the last couple days, or 2.3 rather, sorry. It's only come up in the last couple days, is trying to do a bit more stuff for night maps. So a way to make units have like certain lighting and stuff that only applies on night maps, and I think I came up with a decently good way to do it. So hopefully that'll be one of the first things that we can show off with 2.3. So that should be cool. For maps like this where it's set at night, and like we were thinking about ways to do it as a terrain thing, but I think I've got a way that lets us do it in a way that doesn't take away one of the existing like terrain types, and lets us have like night snow maps that still have the snow type of like terrain mapping, so like snow troopers and snow vehicle skins and stuff, while still letting us have the night stuff, and it should be fun. Should be good.
Setting course.
I do need more of the more infantry in this set.
Standing by.
We're going to capture that landing pad. And was that infantry? I think that was infantry. No, that wasn't infantry. Did I even land infantry? Yes, I did.
Order, sir.
Okay, so let's get one of my favorite units in the game, or one of my favorite anything in the game, a sensor node.
I'm here, sir.
Oh, you don't even have... This is Veers. Never mind. Thought that was a regular AT-AT.
Sensor node constructing.
Was not paying attention. Alright, I was kind of worried about
Yes, Commander.
getting into the base here because this map is usually hard to do.
For your orders.
But they don't have anything other than a single structure here, so it
Standing by.
Awaiting orders.
shouldn't be an issue actually.
Targeting. Reinforcement point contested.
Mauler ready. Deploying. Scanning
Where...
for enemies. Initiate sweep.
Unit destroyed.
Time order.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Setting course.
Reinforcement point contested.
Changing course.
Is it up here?
Right away. Moving out. Ready.
Bombardment
Reporting in,
available.
sir.
Activating. Heading out.
They actually have quite a few turrets.
Attacking target. Fallout troops.
Alright, it's just gonna be like a barracks or something that's hidden over in this corner. Oh, an HV gun. I have to check with Bob what the build rate on the HV guns are, because the AI seems to prioritize it quite a bit.
Victorious.
Okay, we lost some stormtroopers and tie crawlers,
System control achieved.
but nothing too
Under
serious.
construction.
Get you guys back here.
Battle
Oh,
imminent.
right. That's just a Nebulon B and a level 3 station. So we'll super laser the level 3 station and move on from there. We haven't... I think I'm just going to leave Tackle and the Sovereign fleet sort of in the south to hold where they are, rather than trying to do anything proactive with them for now. Just so we can focus up north with all our resources. Get Planet Express in there. And there we go.
I copy.
Have we used Shunin's vacuum cleaner yet? Is it in someone else's fleet? Oh, oops.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Let's go.
PopCap wasn't paid attention there. Attention to.
Coordinates.
At maximum
Maneuvering.
unit capacity.
We won't use the Eclipse for this.
Awaiting orders. Engaging
Here,
the enemy.
you guys need to focus on the Golan. You all need to focus on the Golan.
Where are the others?
What do we got?
Ready.
Get out of there.
Activated.
Getting a ride to authority to death.
I copy. Reporting.
Shields almost gone.
Attacking.
I kind of want to give the Golans
Reporting.
the SSD armor and shield types, so that'll make them a lot more vulnerable to bombers.
On target. Pursuing
Your
enemy
orders.
forces.
Maybe the Golan 2 and 3, and then we'll leave the Golan 1 without it, because it does make them a bit more resistant to regular weapon fire, but makes them significantly more vulnerable to concussion missiles and bombs and stuff like that.
Reporting in.
Looks like we're making pretty good progress here.
Lasers are our target.
That Arido fleet is still coming up. Okay, Planet Express, you want to head up this way and take out the trade port?
I'm hit. Taking them out. Engaging the enemy.
Kind of stuck on that Praetor, aren't you?
Being targeted.
The downside of how many large ships we've added in this
Intercepting.
release, like the Bellator, the Secular, the Allegiance, the World Devastator, which I am currently staring at but didn't think about, is that there are more opportunities for weirdness with the pathing like that, but technically, because the costs are the same, you're just going to have more variations on large ships rather than necessarily having more large ships overall.
Getting a lock.
I copy.
It was not the biggest deal, but I still don't love Empire at War's pathfinding. And I really wish we could change some of it, but unfortunately that's not how life works.
He's headed your direction.
Can't always go where you want.
Enemy ships narrowing position.
But they're starting to get in range here.
Taking him out.
Oh my god.
Primary engine system is down. Reporting.
I really thought they would just let us go.
Star Destroyer standing by.
Alright, well we're gonna have to help Yeezy Boost. Planet Express head in.
Yes, Commander. Attacking target.
It looks like that's actually peeling towards our main fleet.
I'm on this one.
So we should be good. I say that a lot, but I feel like it's true.
Ready. Location plotted. Shields are being deactivated. Our target priority is the laser hitting us.
We may... Yeah, we're definitely going to lose Petrificus Totalis.
The gravity well generator.
Okay, can you guys actually hop over there? We're going to lose Hitman as well. Going to need to be some serious rebuilding. We've taken over half the galaxy. We're losing some ships. Like, we still have a need to build more stuff. We only have 60,000 credits. So I feel like the economy is working fairly well how it's set up. Like, I'm never feeling like I have so few credits that I can't do anything, but I never feel, or I haven't felt so far like I'm overflowing. And that point will hit. That's just kind of like, at some point you are sitting with more ships than you're going to need to replace. And you don't necessarily need the credits for as much, but I feel like it's in a much better place than it was for 2.15 for sure. And that's always a nice feeling. So,
Lasers are our target.
alright, there we go. I mean, I say there's not going to be as many big ships in a fleet, but I'm using 2 allegiances, a Praetor, and a World Devastator. So, what do I know? But this is Era 3. This is what Era 3 is. It's large shipville. That's what makes the Era 3 Remnant the Era 3 Remnant. And you can't deny them that.
Attack.
Just a big mess of horrible pathfinding
Heading to destination.
and destruction. Don't forget destruction. There's Hitman and Petrificus. Need to honor their memories and rebuild them. Let's get that set up there. And let's get Centauri scouted out.
On the way.
So we'll head back in this way.
I am en route.
We already knew that was there. The Beller's got to be somewhere. Oh, there's actually Harskin Teradok, so... Or not Harskin Teradok. It's just Triton Teradok and Admiral Alarm, right? Yeah. Let's Teradok him a new one. They have basically nothing at Leon and Decevro. Oh, they actually managed to take Mon Calamari and Hast. So this has to stop. No, wait, I just made the Teradok pun, so I'm going over the quota, sorry. That was an unacceptably high number of pointless, stupid jokes. Talking to as many Americans as I do has made me very conscious of the way I say sorry. And I just...
All gun crews report in.
Choose your
There's nothing wrong with it. I just...
We've located the enemy.
It's how I am. It's the correct way to speak. So ultimately, what we figured out is, well, first off, there was a thing earlier in the playthrough where there was that Aridu fleet that just sat there, and I learned later that it was because they were set to the sandbox human AI, so they literally weren't going to do anything.
Order confirmed.
But also, a lot of the heroes, when they spawn in the way that a lot of the Warlord ones do, they weren't added to the free store, which is what tells the AI they can use stuff. So that's why the Reaper earlier on wasn't being used by the PA, and why we went to their planets and they had all those free heroes that were just sort of sitting there doing nothing. So that's all been fixed. So you shouldn't come across that when you're actually playing the mod. But that's why that happened. So
Reporting in. Open fire.
that's today's modding tidbit of the day. What do we got coming up behind us here?
Engines are gone, sir.
This is either a Remnant or a Maldrude. I think that's Maldrude. Maldrude or Zinj, because it's a bulk frigate, bulk cruiser.
Roger that.
Gonna lose Galactic Fried Chicken.
Take out the iron cannons. The lasers have been destroyed.
Super Star Destroyer ready. Fire at will. Engaging the enemy.
Actually losing quite a few hard points here.
We've lost the iron cannons.
Shield's almost gone.
I wasn't really accounting for the raid fleet when I split up with a fleet like this. I just was going to get the Executor to fight off some of these, take out the station, turn the Praetor around and go from there, but ultimately that did not prove to be viable. Okay, now that they're kind of past us though, we can send in our ISD-2 behind here.
Losing control.
Form up.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Regroup.
All batteries commence.
Luckily they're kind of going for Pterodok as well.
Watch him. He's coming.
We need to destroy Pterodok.
Your command, my lord.
Here, no, you can just keep going after Pterodok stuff.
Copied. Attack.
Need to head over there.
Target critical.
I copy.
You know what, I'm just going to have to get you over here.
Coming around.
We're moving out.
That's how it's going to have to be.
Super Star
No,
Destroyer.
you are not helping. You're doing literally the opposite of helping.
Yes, my lord.
Gun them down.
All head full.
Oh my god.
Hitting target. Unable to shake them. Returning to your position.
Yes, my lord.
He's about to be destroyed.
Even just doing like the spin command, it doesn't
They're getting
do much for you because it still tries to path. Like it thinks it's doing what you want it to do.
Reporting.
He's headed your direction. Narrowing position.
All sectors at your command, my lord.
Let's finish him.
Once.
Taking him out. Watch your back. Engaging the enemy.
Alright.
Star Destroyer standing by.
This is almost down. Pterodok's down.
Squad, move in.
Larm is going to be down too.
Scopes are jammed.
Get out of the range of that if you can.
Target locked.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
I don't mean to raise my voice to you, but
Our shields are down.
Use your reinforcements.
Coming back around for
Our
another
primary engine
get
system is
let's get a strike cruiser in here.
gone. Cover me now.
Super Star Destroyer.
You're clearly just you're going to leave, and that's
Control. Excellent. Watch him. He's coming around. Returning to your position.
well, he can get around fast enough to take out those shields. That's all I need you to do.
Target at maximum firepower.
You didn't even do that.
Choose your
About
reinforcements.
to be destroyed.
All right, let's do that. Do any of these fire backwards? I don't think so. No. Because you'll have enough bombers that you can take out that.
He's headed your direction.
on the shield bombs away.
Yes.
Closing on target. Pursuing enemy forces. Nowhere to go.
Are you finally deciding to play nice?
Taking him out. Interceptor squad reporting.
Awaiting order.
Okay, you're getting further away.
Narrowing position.
Okay, switch over to the neutron star. That's what you want to shoot.
Engaging the enemy. Orders, sir.
You guys need to focus on those bombers.
Changing course to intercept.
There we go. That was a mess. It's awful.
Tightening up.
I don't deserve any of these ships being alive. In my defense, I'm also recording at like 3 a.m.
Awaiting your command.
What are we doing here? Okay, I think we can handle that. And that just leaves Findar kind of separated off from the other fleet, or from the other forces, but I think we will need Papa Palpatine for that. I'm not sure if I should send him further in. So, there's kind of a few less than ideal choices we can make there, where technically, like, we can send in Palpatine through Zinj's territory, which is where like we'd be going through the Hapes Consortium, or
Right away.
we can like the problem with that is that it gives Maldrude more chance to set up, or we can just send that fleet up into
Be there shortly.
into Maldrude's territory right away and sort of bypass Zinj, but that does mean Zinj will have a chance to reestablish himself, which is almost as scary.
Acknowledge.
But this is Veers, so let's get Veers over to that thing there. Veers is another hero that I'd kind of want to make stay regardless of era. But I think that's another thing that's going to depend more on voluntary versus involuntary progression. That is such a powerful thing. Jesus.
Destination is acknowledged.
Alright, well let's land over here. You guys can head up that way. They've got basically a full stack of buildings here, so
Reporting.
Reinforcement
I am
point
en route.
contested.
probably not going to be great, but
Heading out.
Awaiting your
at least
orders.
these civilians are spawning properly.
Moving to attack.
Reinforcement point
They are no
contested.
match.
I mean, there were a lot of them that did regardless,
Sir,
and
moving out.
this again isn't the build where
Problems.
we did the faction fixing. We also moved this
You
health
can
bar.
further advance momentarily.
Bombing run available.
That's good.
Form up.
You guys really aren't doing much here.
Right away, sir. Can I assist you? Awaiting orders. Attacking. Right behind you.
Unit destroyed.
Target day. Copy.
Unit
Fire
destroyed.
Come on, man, this way.
Alright,
I copy.
now let's get you guys over... No, let's not actually get you over there, because what I need to do
Where
first
do you need me?
is build... Where is the power generator? Is it up here? It's got to be up there. That sounds familiar.
Your orders, Commander? As
Alright,
you
let's
command.
get Veers up there first. You know what? No, let's get
Bomber standing by.
bombers up there first.
Reporting.
There we go. Because Veers, even without the ability, he should be more than capable of bringing down the house.
Bombardment available.
Which ultimately doesn't matter because we just did.
Moving out.
And there we go.
Heading out.
What is your order?
Alright, so there's Centaurus.
Yes, sir. Initiate sweep.
There's Centaurs.
Fire at will. Attack.
Jesus. There's more Podwalkers over here.
As you command.
I thought there'd be one or two from the building, but I didn't think the one or two would be able to take this out with the... I guess the turret there is helping too. Alright, well, we did have 4, so... Plus Veers. Oh, was there a third up there the whole time? Stupid pedestrian tunnel. This is why walking never helped anyone. Walks all your stuff. Okay, they had 2 factories up here, that's why.
There will be nothing left.
That's still my fault for not paying attention.
Standing by. They shall perish.
Yes, Commander. I've got them on scopes. Following your lead.
Unit
Ready for
destroyed.
orders.
Alright, Veers.
Affirmative. Extinguish the enemy.
Roger.
Damn, they're everywhere.
Right away. Inputting coordinates.
It's some sort of clever ruse.
I'm here, sir.
Alright, you can hit that.
They will not be a problem.
And that.
Ready for your orders, sir. There they are.
This whole fleet needs to be replenished after the last few mishaps we've had here. What do you still got? Okay, that just
Bombing run available.
thank you, Fog of War automatic clear.
We are
There we go.
victorious.
That was way more losses than I would have liked.
Planetary control.
Why does it think
achieved.
Centauri's is a desert?
Beginning construction.
Centauri's supposed to be a desert, and I just
Constructing.
messed that up, or Slorny messed that. That one was probably Slorny, not me. I absolve myself of all responsibility for that. Let's get Terran.
Production.
It's a regular TIE Defender. Let's get
Constructing.
Terminus, Oblivion, Treason,
Construction complete.
and I'm just gonna try to build up some of our
Building started.
lower level stuff here
Constructing.
because we've got the credits, we've got the technology.
In production. Construction complete. Unit in
Petrificus
production.
Totalis.
Beginning construction.
I don't want to leave these open for too long. Yeah, let's do this the fashion way. You know what? Just because we've done a couple ground battles this episode, I do want to have a few more space battles if we can.
Vehicle in production. Constructing unit. Construction complete.
And I think we'll have one more episode
Construction
as
complete.
Palpatine. So like there'll be this one, then the next one, and then the one after that. So that'll be what? Friday's episode, I think. That's when we're gonna switch into Karnor.
Complete.
So let's see how far in we can go, because like if we can get Terraphon cleared off, that'll be fairly simple for us.
Construction complete.
Is that a Lucre Hulk? Yes, it is.
Construction.
All right, so that's not a big space
TIE
fleet.
defender standing by.
It will be done. We're pretty much cleared up here. And see, once we get into the transitory mist there, like we can do Terraphon, then we can do the transitory mist, and then we'll be able to get Hapes and Terraphon on the ground, but we'll have free movement for the whole area. And this does mean that Iron Fist has got to be in that very small area too. Because Zinj doesn't have any other territory, so maybe Iron Fist is even dead already, which is a scary thought. And I mean, with the two Bellators, it's not impossible.
Use your reinforcements.
But they rebuilt Rancor base at Terraphon, well that's interesting.
The enemy is approaching.
I am ready.
I don't like how it's all overlapping, so let's... There. That's better. Did some redecorating. Right, Tupaka
Destination.
and Shane Hart. You're gonna get in over
Heading
there.
out, sir. Awaiting your orders.
By my will.
By my will.
Awaiting your command.
Sounded more like
Fire at
heavy
will.
smoking.
Awaiting your command.
Ready for command, sir. Acquiring target. No one comes.
Not Captain Emphysema, because that's General Grievous.
No pain. Squadron standing by.
Can't wait to start playing Fall of the Republic.
Yes.
It's gonna be so much fun.
What?
All these Lucre Hulks, but we're gonna be using them. They're gonna be blue.
We're being targeted.
Losing power.
We
At the ready.
do have a lot of bombers here, so let's try to get them in.
Weapons ready. Concentrating
There you go.
firepower. Your command, sir.
Where are the others?
Our target priority is the laser.
Crush the rebellion.
Yes, sir. Direct fire.
Get you over there to help Shane Hart. Actually, no, Shane Hart's doing a pretty good job.
Direct fire.
So hit those dual turbos. Launching a couple conkies.
Their missile launchers.
Conquer's Bad Fur Day was a great game. Or at least I remember it being a great game.
Commander.
I'm open to the possibility that my memory on that is
That. Closing.
flawed.
We have a new enemy.
Defenders ready.
Okay, defenders.
Orders.
You guys are getting pelted here.
Sir. Ready for command, sir.
You guys get over there.
Ready to receive orders. Acknowledged. Begin attack.
Get over to the station.
Torpedo base. Ion engines prime. Reporting.
Tupaka, can you get over to the station as well?
Form up. Attack position.
And you. And you.
Launching attack.
Really, everyone should get over to the station.
What do you want?
Roger that. Intercepting. Targeting.
Alright, it's basically just race to the station, take it out before it gets too many reinforcements in here.
I fear no one.
Ready for battle.
You guys, why are you separate? There we
Our
go.
engines are gone, sir. Squadron. I've got him. Roger that.
Hopefully we'll be able to take out some of that stuff before it kills us, but we've got
I copy.
2 maximized firepowers, and then the battle should just end, right? Because that's just fighters left? Yeah. Oh, no, where's that Corellian Corvette? I saw it start existing. I don't know where it went. Maybe the TIE Raptors are victory relevant.
Right away.
TIE Defenders probably are. Oh, there we go. It was the TIE Defender.
Retreat.
Probably Terror Squadron. No, I'm not sure what was... Oh, it must have been one of the garrisons from one of the ships then. The patrons. Alright, so let's get... let's just pop an ATST over Terraphon. And...
Constructing unit.
Awaiting your command.
Unit in production.
See, once we get the... I don't want to go straight into the transitory mist because we might
Positioning.
end up fighting stuff that we're not well equipped to fight. But they only have transitory mists, Tagoria, and Thanos, so we can capture all of that pretty easily as well. We're pretty much just a couple... I'd say by the time we get into Karnor, that's when we'll have Zinj and the Greater Maldruid taken care of.
Cruiser reporting.
Let's see what we're working with. I did say that the sovereign thing from last episode was gonna be our thumbnail, but apparently not. Apparently I'm a liar.
I go.
We didn't use the sovereign at all this episode, and that would just be false advertising.
On my way, sir.
I am not okay with.
Tactical battle imminent.
That's you know what? Let's do it. I need a confidence booster. But this will be the last or not the last episode. We are not ending the playthrough prematurely. This will be the last battle. You know what?
Ready for duty.
I don't know why I have a job that involves so much speaking when clearly I am just awful at it.
Roger that. Navigating
This will be the
to
final
coordinates.
battle for the
The
episode.
enemy has been spotted.
Choose your reinforcements.
Place your final battles.
Move out.
And
Set
there we go.
course.
Destroying all their structures. Getting these little guys over here.
Reporting. We're on the move. Directing weapons at their laser.
Returning to your position.
Alright, so there's the transitory mist. So that was actually some pretty good progress for this episode. After the whole scare with the Greater Maldruid last episode. So we got like these guys, we got the Haven territory ready to be finished off. We connected our territory around this sort of gap here. But yeah, so not too bad. But thanks for watching, everyone, and if you enjoyed this episode, to please leave a like. It really does help the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.